What is going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, which means the summit is now live on the Crew 2. This one is my Valentine, which obviously, because it goes to Valentine's Day. Before we jump into that, let's take a look at the up-and-coming summits right now. So obviously for this one, Platinum will be the pink prismatic tire, which honestly looks pretty awesome. Looking forward to seeing how that's actually going to look on the cars there. I believe in one of the races in this summit, you do actually get to see the tire on the Volkswagens there. Obviously in gold, the Mini Countryman all for racing looks pretty cool. Most people probably already have that, so if you do, you'll get the money for it. And then moving over here, we're going to have the legendary half set boosted, which will be a live reward sniffer for Rally Raid, which honestly could be pretty useful considering, most of the crates are normally in the middle of a mountain somewhere or like some weird area. But moving over here to the first summit, so pole position 2 in Platinum Prismatic Pink Underglow, which is going to match the tires on the Valentine summit there. Honestly, it might look pretty awesome having both of them. And then the gold half set for the touring car will be a Fame Magnet Legendary Boosted set. Honestly, it could be pretty useful, but it kind of depends on the perks there. I'm going to have to see what those are, depending on what they actually are, because, you actually want to have the bucks and followers on the Fame Magnet would be way more useful and probably make a lot more sense. Also in this summit, we're going to be getting 2 new bikes here, the Ninja H2, which looks very nice there, and then the GPZ 900R Ninja. So you have to buy these vehicles, obviously, to do the summit there. Stay tuned for the review of those vehicles, by the way. I'm happy to see some new bikes in the game, and that Ninja H2 looks really nice. So moving over here, they are coming. Going to have the really cool looking Ford F-150 SVT Raptor from Outer Space Service Vehicle. I mean, just looking at this thing, I'm insanely excited for it. I did mention it in the previous video on the other summit last week, and I just cannot wait to see what this thing is going to look like. Look at the front bumper on there with those crazy dual tires in the back, the broken UFO in the back of the truck. Looks awesome, honestly. Then moving over here to the gold reward is going to be the side blade underglow, which looking at that is insanely trippy, but it would probably fit the F-150 SVT Raptor pretty nicely there because, well, that truck looks trippy as well. And then in silver, the legendary half set boosted for the Fame Magnet in the touring car class. Not really sure on how I feel about the perks on this one. Probably going to be pure there, and then maybe the slipstreaming perk. I could probably wrong on that, but I really don't know how that's going to do considering you need bucks and followers on the Fame Magnet would make the most sense. Moving over here to the back to the 50s is going to be a pretty interesting one as well. We'll have in gold the legendary half set, which would be the other part for the live reward sniffer for the Rally Raid. I might have to check that one out because I normally do like cruising around these vehicles, and you actually find the crates insanely fast when you have this set active. It's kind of insane. And then spare part pack, and then followers, which you normally do get. And then finally in Platinum, the back to the 50s tint, which looks kind of cool. I do get the 50 vibe looking at that, but I don't know, honestly, on that one. And then over here at the end, we'll have the Mitsubishi Motors Attic. Looking forward to seeing what that summit is about as well. Anyway, let's move over here to the My Valentine Summit right now. Jumping right into the My Valentine Summit. Now, honestly, when I was first looking at this one, I was really wondering because we have a Hovercraft event, which we have not seen in a really long time. I wonder if we'll see more of those in the future. But it is actually a jet sprint race with a Hovercraft vehicle, which is going to make some people pretty annoyed, honestly, which I do get where you're coming from on that. And then the Monster Truck event will be a stunt race. Actually, not as bad as I thought because that Pacific Monster Truck stunt event is actually fairly easy to do. And I think it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be either, mainly because, well, there's a lot of jumps in that one. You could flip the monster truck easily. But jumping right into this, the Speedtrap here is going to be in Vegas. Now, honestly, this one is pretty easy to do. All you really have to do on this one is back up and pretty much go as fast as you can and go into the objective thing there. Now, obviously, the cars can get in the way here, which I did find that issue a couple of times. And if you are slipstreaming people, you probably get way faster than I did on that one. I could probably do a little better, but at the same time, I kind of just get the score on these and I just leave them, honestly, because, well, I try to focus on the races a little bit more, unless depending on what the actual skills are. And moving over to the Escape, it's actually going to be in Vegas as well. It's going to be the boat one. You pretty much drive, well, the 1414 Demon for that matter, because it is the best boat in the game, at least for the Escapes anyway. And this thing is insanely fast. You pretty much go up the stream and just follow it all the way out and go as far as you possibly can. Obviously, having Nitrochemist on your boat would be insanely helpful here. For the low altitude, having Scorebreaker on your plane is going to be pretty much a must here. I didn't have any issues with this one. I pretty much just went straight into the objective, went on the road, and just followed all the way. Watch the poles. Don't hit them head on. Try to hit them with your wings, honestly. And watch the trucks. I did hit a truck and immediately fly into a tree, which was unfortunate one of my runs, but it's pretty hilarious. Nonetheless, so this one is pretty easy. Also, if you guys get too close to the road, you'll notice a little like pulsating purple on the bottom of the screen. You won't be getting any points, so try to keep it above the road a bit. You don't have to be right on the road to get 3.0 multiplier on this one. Moving over to the Monster Truck Stunt event here. Now, I did run the Ford GT Monster Truck, which actually did a really good job, and personally, I could probably do better on this one, but I just wasn't really focusing too hard on it. I got 114K. I think I got 60,000 points, and it went pretty good. Obviously, flip your truck as much as you possibly can, and kind of depends. If you had someone in there, you probably get a lot more points as well, so I'm sure many people will probably be running a couple of friends on this one. Hopefully, that'd probably be the way to do it, but you could also do it solo. I got 60,000 points with the Monster Truck and a Nitrochemist set with the rotating fixes stats on there, and it did really well. It didn't have any issues, and it took me a couple of tries to get 114K there. Moving down here to the street race, Superleggera. Not really shocking there. This race is actually going to be a pretty interesting one. I had a really good time and a lot of turns and stuff, and obviously all these races are going to be mooted toward the Valentine thing. So you're going to be seeing those arrows everywhere in some of these, and also it's going to be like a fogginess to them. Nonetheless, though, these races are pretty fun. The street race for the E-Type here is going to be a interesting one. I actually found this one easier than I thought. The E-Type, guys, because it is a 4-speed, put this thing in automatic. It is so much easier to drive. Basically, a lot of turns on this one, and besides that, the race is pretty straightforward. Moving down to the Rally Raid No Restriction here, I ran the lovely F-150 Enforced Unit Raptor here, Salt Lake City. Probably one of the best runs I feel like I've actually done on this one, because I normally struggle on some of these races, depending on the vehicle. But when I'm in the Ford Raptor, I really have no issues at all, so definitely try this truck out. And this one is actually a pretty fun race to do. Get a lot of speed and stuff, obviously a lot of trees to hit, but going the right routes will help a lot on that one. Then the Rally Raid GTO, the Judge race here, is actually going to be a US Speed Tour event, Stage 5, which is indeed an actual Rally Raid race here. So this was actually pretty fun to do. I had a good time on this one as well. The Pontiac GTO is actually insanely good, and it handles great, has good speed. I was doing like 170 something with it on one of the straightaways, so it has a really good top speed as well, good handling. Overall, the car is pretty fun to drive. The only drawback to it is it's a 4-speed. I don't know why they're so wonky to drive, bro, but they are. And luckily, well, I actually kept this one in manual, and it did pretty well. But if you guys are looking to make this a little bit easier, put the car in automatic, similar to the street race with the E-Type there. Might make this thing a lot easier to do. And then finally, moving over to the Hovercraft No Restriction event. This is actually a jet sprint race here. I did pretty decent on this one. The Proto Speedster is going to be your best bet here. And when it comes to what actually to run on this, guys, check out the settings I have on it. Plus, check out the parts. I'm running Drifty Nitrochemist set on here. Drifty increases the actual nitrous of your hovercraft when you're drifting. Considering most of the hovercrafts drift all the time anyway, this is like the best perk to have on there. I'll actually jump right into the hovercraft right now and show you this. As you guys see here, I am running the Drifty, Extra Pump, and Pure. Now, to be honest, Drifty is pretty much a must. You don't have to have every single part, but definitely get on a couple of them. You guys will see a huge difference in your nitrous going up on this. I'm not even going to lie, you drift a thing for a couple of seconds, the nitrous flies all the way back up instantly. Definitely try that out on the hovercraft. I'll leave a link in the description below for that video as well for the best hovercraft, like set to grind for that, and you guys will see the parts I'm running on there. It's absolutely insane, to be honest, how quick you get your nitrous. Anyways, let's jump right into this summit.
you